Alex. How's it going?
I'm good, FSG. How about yourself?
Not too bad, mate. Not too bad.
Good.
We are at the Aussie Farms Clothing Emporium.
Oh, goodness, mate. I hope you have a lot of friends to give away some merchandise to, because we're going to just about clothe everyone in the world at this rate.
Yeah, that is a lot of clothes, and they keep coming. And to be honest, when you think about the amount of bales we've still got in the shed, this is a bit of a money spinner now.
No, I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it? We've gone through all the wool that's down here, I noticed, but yeah, we haven't even used up the first those cotton bales we brought down, and we've got quite a few sitting in the shed still. So it's proving to be quite lucrative.
It is. You know, we could probably sell some of that cotton actually, just as bales, and make some money that way. Because I don't think we're going to need it all for the clothes.
No, I think you might be right. I think that would be a very sensible decision. But anyhow, we've got those stored there in the shed for now. We're going to get back into a bit more seeding today.
That's right, yeah. We did the fields obviously at the bottom in the last episode, so we're going to go back down, and I think we're going to put some good old-fashioned wheat in there, aren't we, Ox?
Yeah, go back to one of the basics, but we were talking about potentially getting the flour mill or something like that, and maybe diversifying further in the production side of things.
Yep. Nope, sounds good. So, yeah, we'll get on with that.
Yep.
What else have we going to... Oh, we're going to put the sunflowers into the oil mill as well. We're going to start to really use the productions now on the map.
Yeah, we're going to sell a couple of loads of something we have in the silo just to get a bit of money so we can buy that oil mill and, yeah, put some sunflowers in it and get that producing some oil, which would be good.
Yep, excellent.
Someone asked me if it was going to be FSG and Argsy branded sunflower oil, so we'll have to see what we can do.
I'm sure we could come up with something, couldn't we?
You could have... what would you prefer? Would you prefer have FSG branded sunflower or canola oil? Maybe we could have one of each.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I'll have to have a think about that.
All right.
Which one's more unhealthy?
Well, I can tell you where the sun shines when it's in relation to you, so perhaps you should have the sunflower one.
Have you spent all week coming up with that one?
I have. I've been thinking about that for a long time.
That is very good. I like that.
Enjoy. All right, let's go planting.
Let's go plant, yeah.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Aussie Farms here with myself and the bright, sun-shining, sparkle in my eye FSG. There he is, heading on over. We're going to jump in the challenges and we're going to do a little bit more seeding, and I think I'm going to be the bigger man after making that little bit of a joke at his expense. I'm going to take this unwielding beast and try and give this a go. It's, as we've said a number of times, having the cart between the tractor and the toolbar makes this an incredibly difficult seeder to use. Having the toolbar right behind the tractor is definitely the way to go. So we'll jump in here, we'll take this one, and leave FSG the easier job there with that one, seeing he's struggled past with this for the last couple of episodes. So I don't know. Well, maybe we won't then. Alright. Oh, easy decision. We'll go and jump in the other one then and get going. We're just on our way down here to the field, and for full transparency's sakes, you'll see we have filled up with seed and fertilizer. Now, we have been using EasyDev the last couple of times for doing that, and that is because we've found it incredibly difficult to use the augers and everything like that. So we do have to make a little bit of an adjustment there to our financial side of things, just to replicate the fact that we have purchased seed and have purchased fertilizer. It is something we were just talking about and said, actually we haven't really given that much consideration or conversation around it, but there we go. That is the situation. I'm going to head down this way just to stay off the road. The other thing we were talking about is, as much as we're enjoying the series, is how we've found this an incredibly simple map to make money on. And I don't know whether it's just because we're farming some big areas, like when you look at how much we own, we do own quite a few fields, or what exactly it is about it. We've checked on so many different occasions that we have the game set to hard economy, and it's just really has been a little bit more simple than we would have expected. Now, there was a fantastic mod released recently on ModHub by DJ Woods, where you could adjust the economy on a server if you wanted to. So maybe in the future we might look at that when we shift to a new map. But for now, we're still here on Aussie Farms, and we're going to go get this wheat seeded. So we'll carry on down here, not too far down to the fields now, and get things set up and get underway. So matter down here, we've got FSG sitting behind us. Now, we're just having a quick chat before I'm going to go around the field a couple of times. And what we're actually going to do, convert this into one big field. We've obviously still got the track there through the centre that we need to worry about, but I'm just going to go straight over top of that and that gives us one big long run to do rather than worrying about a couple of runs. And it means FSG, with that big unwieldy seeder, he can get in here without too many issues and just worry about turning around at each end. So let's just see if we can get that lowered down. There we go. We've got our wheat selected, just double check we're putting the right crop in. And there we go, that is us. As I deal with a little bit of lag right at the wrong time. There we go, that is us, and up and underway. So crack into that. Head on down here. Like I said, we'll go across the headlands. What I might actually do, get down to the other end, I might run the headland back and forth twice just so we can tidy that up. And then we'll leave FSG. I might even leave him in here doing this field on his own, and I might go and tackle the little one, because that's certainly not something you want to be doing with that big unwieldy beast he's got. So we'll carry on, just have a look at our lines there. You can see we're a little bit offset, but that's because we're using a pre-made course from one of the other fields instead of creating one on this one, so it should work out alright. Anyhow, let us carry on here, jump into a little bit of a time lapse for you, and we'll see you in a minute. Arc City FSG.
Go ahead, mate.
I'm going to leave those last couple of passes to you because I think our GPS, like you picked up, is a little bit off and I can't quite get it to work with this toolbar, but you seem to be making it just manage to fit.
Yeah, just squeezing it into by the skin of my teeth.
Yeah, good. Alright, what I might do, I might shoot in by the sheep and just quickly seed that with some wheat as well on the way back, and then I'll catch you back over at the farm.
Okay, mate, that sounds like a plan. I'll see you back.
Excellent. Well, there you go, that is the plan. I'm going to head down here and plant that. Yeah, one thing when we set up the GPS is I completely forgot. We've had this issue before with these seeders, is that the width they auto set to is just a little bit wider, particularly this toolbar, than the actual width of them. So when you come to run back down, they're a little bit offset. Now normally we'd pick it up because with us both running side by side, it would become evident very, very quickly, but with FSG just doing that field on his own, it wasn't picked up until he turned around and started coming back. But fortunately, he can make it work with that toolbar. I can't quite and it seemed pretty inefficient to run up and down what is effectively a single pass. So we'll take the chance, we'll come in here, get this field planted with some wheat as well, just to, you know, it's another crop in the ground. That'll just leave us the 2 fields up by town which have nothing in them. We'll have to come up with a plan of what we're going to seed into those at some stage, and then we will also move on with getting some crops sold to be able to go and afford that sunflower oil factory and get started with those. So get in here, get things unfolded, and we'll just carry on. Just squeezing ourselves down at the last pass here in the field. Got the wheat all planted. We did run out of fertilizer towards the second half of this field. You can see we haven't really got any fertilizer on this side, but we do on the rest of it, which is a little bit of a shame. But we're only just going to make it to the end here on seed as well. But we could always come over with one of the spreaders or the sprayers and get some fertilizer applied to this part. It shouldn't be too bad. But that'll be good. Get all this wheat in. Now you might have noticed we had about 49,000 I think go into the bank account. FSG selling some, I'm going to guess it was sorghum, but I'm not 100% sure exactly what he was going to take down to sell, but he has gone and made us a little bit of money, which is good. It means we can go and buy the oil mill and get some sunflowers delivered down to that. But we'll just get into here, get this finished. There we go, done. Turn that off, lift it up, fold it up, get on back over to the yard. We'll just leave that parked up there. Looks like FSG's done the same, and just like me, has neglected to clean it, and we'll just go and have a look. What's he doing? He had his combine out. Has he just given that a wash? Oh, the irony. Doesn't wash the seeder, goes and washes the combine. Let's just go and see what he's up to. We might even have loaded the truck up with sunflowers and have that ready to go down to the mill. And starting to get made into some sunflower oil. But let's have a look. We've got chickpeas, sunflowers, and sorghum in the bin. But it doesn't look like there's anything in the truck. No, it's empty, so we'll just have to wait and see what his plans are for that.
Hello, Oggs. Standing there in shock, speechless.
Well, I was just commenting on the irony of the fact you washed your combine but put your planter away dirty.
That was my next job. If you hadn't finished, I just said to them I was going to do that next.
It was just ironic. But anyhow, yeah, you've been down and sold a load of something, I see.
Got rid of some sorghum for a rather nice price, yeah. So there's enough there to buy that oil mill.
Yeah, good. All right. Well, should we go and do that? Do you want to load up and take some sunflowers down, and we'll be able to dump that straight into it?
Let's do it. We're going to just put them all in there, are we?
Wow. Should we just take a truckload down to start with? We don't want to end up in the same position we've got with the clothing, where we're just going to be inundated with FSG special sunflower oil.
That's fair. Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah, I'll take you on that one. All right. Yeah, I'll load it up.
Yeah. Oh, well, there we go. He was going to plant. Well, there we go. He was going to wash his cedar, but let's just jump up here. See if we can see up the ladder. There we go. Sunflowers going into the trailer. Now, unfortunately, we don't have the ability for a passenger, I don't think, in the truck. We'll just double check. I don't think I can hop in. No passenger mod, so we're just going to leave FSG there to drive down. We might as well head down. We can go and buy the sunflower plant or the oil plant and get things set up and ready for them. So Natural Oils, we might have to see about getting that rebranded. Aussie Farms Oil Co. has a nice ring to it. Go with the Aussie Farms Clothing Co. But let's just pop in here. I think, from memory, there's a trigger in here somewhere. It's a bit hard to get to. It might even be by the door down there, a little bit further. If we turn our triggers on, we'll be able to see, but that is where the managed production point trigger was, and unfortunately had a couple of containers put in front. There it was. I think it's by this door. Let's just see if we can get it just standing right here. There we go. We can buy the building for $80,000. So we'll hit yes on that. And we are now the proud owners of the oil mill. Right, there's a Kenworth heading on its way in here with a trailer load of sunflowers. SG get in here. Turned in there over the trigger. It's a bit of a tight turn in here, just watching him get in there. A little bit easier though than negotiating the cotton plant with a full, or the clothing plant, sorry, with a full road train setup. But let's see. There we go. That should be starting to tip. And that is going into the production. So you can see now it is up and running down the bottom there. We're getting sunflowers in, and oil should be starting to be produced before we know it.
All good, Uggs?
Yeah, no, it's looks like it's all up and running already, which is good. It's a bit hard to get to the trigger to buy it. It's stuck down there behind a shipping container, but I made it.
Right. What's our input output for it? I was just trying to work that out.
I actually haven't had a look. Two to one, 2 sunflower and 1 sunflower oil out.
Okay, that's interesting. That's going to produce us a fair bit, then, isn't it?
I'll just have to have a look at what's sunflower oil worth. Peak of 1300? No, what's the peak? 2146. Versus a peak of sunflowers of 800. So yeah, it's sort of 3 times the value, isn't it, for double the amount of product?
It is. That's good.
Well worth it. I suppose we've got to recoup the 80 grand we spent on the building. But
yeah, there is that, but I reckon it won't take long.
no, shouldn't.
Excellent. Okay.
Yeah, oh well, there we go. I was saying we're going to have to rebrand it from, what is it, Natural Oils. We might have to get a Aussie Farms Oil Co. sign up on the wall.
I think that's allowed as the new owners. We can rebrand it.
As we see fit. Right. Nothing to do.
Good stuff. Well,
Perfect.
head back to the yard then.
Yeah, I'll catch you down there.
All right. Well, Arg, slightly shorter one today, but very productive.
Yeah, no, it was very productive. We covered quite a lot of land with those 2 seaters, don't you?
You do, actually. I said that in the field, that it does cover a lot of land. They're big. They're big.
Yeah, so it only leaves us the 2 fields up by town, which we haven't got planted yet, but I don't know, maybe we wait and do another cycle of cotton or something in those, and when it's cotton time.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. We don't always have to double plant, do we?
No, not at all. And we've got plenty of crops in the ground now, so we'll have some spraying and other things like that coming up.
No, that sounds good to me, mate.
Excellent. Oh, it'll be harvest time before we know it again.
I know, right? Like, the pace on this map is crazy. It's just non-stop the whole time.
I think it's the sort of the seasons, the way the growth cycle is. Gives you lots to do and some good overlap of things, which is nice. Always busy.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, nice to stay busy.
Yeah, throw some productions in there and it keeps you even busier.
It sure does. It sure does.
Right, mate. Well, you have a good week, and we'll catch you again next week.
Yeah, likewise, buddy. Have a good one.
All right. See ya.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye. Well, there we go. Another episode done here for Aussie Farms. A little bit short and sweet this time around, but we're kind of in that cycle where there's lots to do, but it's a bit of repetitive stuff. So we're mindful of trying to keep the content not just the same every week. Hence, bringing in the sunflower oil, even looking at doing the flour. We've got some ideas on how we're going to harvest the next crops as well. So that'll be interesting. Looking forward to bringing that to you. So, as always, from the Farm Sim Guy and myself, as he spins around there and stares at me, hope you've enjoyed this episode. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.